Welcome to the Gathering of Givers 2024. We are here live on location at Ndere Center. The theme of our Gathering of Givers is our generous spirit. And we're talking about giving by, for, with young givers. And I'm having conversations with our guests that are walking in today. And today I will allow my two guests today to introduce themselves, tell us your name, and tell us also, when you think about a generous person, who do you think of and why? So either of you can go first.
I am Dr. Norah Madaya, and I am from Sironko district, married in Sironko, but in Kampala I live in Zambia.
Mm-hmm.
Talking about generosity, I consider that person with a soul, that person with a heart that is out to give relentlessly, regardless of how much the person has, and is willing to put a smile on someone's face.
Can you tell us a person, when you're describing that, who comes to mind? An actual living human being?
A woman in the villages who has got a family but cannot afford 2 meals in a day. And yet she has capacity to do something because she's not disabled, for example. But when given a small push, she can make a difference and you can have an impact in it.
Wow, okay.
Yes, and right now we have some women in the community back home in Sironko whom we are supporting. Building on the story in the Bible of the woman and her son who are left to eat just only 1 meal and go. And I challenged them and I asked them, what do you have? And they said, oh, we are so poor, we don't have anything. But in the end, after having a deep conversation, they realized that they have something small, they are able, and they are willing to do something.
Wow.
So I encourage them to always convene on a particular day as women and share, pray together, and ask God to give them a sense of direction. And on top of that, my offer out of the generosity is for every contribution that they make as a group, I'll be adding something small.
Wow.
And as we speak now, they have a portrait project, and about 20 of them, and I told them for each one who is going to have a name on the list, I'll add 1 bird.
Wow.
And so from the 55, they now have 75 birds as a community.
Yes. Wow.
And they all are full of smiles, and they're willing to go an extra mile.
Wow.
So it's little.
Yes.
But for them, it's impactful.
Yes.
You're making a difference in the way they look at life. They're giving them hope, and they're willing to save. And that, for me, makes a bit of a difference in their lives. So it's about, we're looking at impact investment.
Wow.
Yes, and so we can build on that. So with the inner wheel, we are looking at these women who have found themselves in prison. And for us...
but Dr. Ututwala Supidi, I first told you to tell us your name, and when you think of generosity, name 1 person. So we are going to go there and talk about inner will, but let me first give...
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Jackie.
Yes, my dear.
Yes, my name is Hope Chija Lutebembera. I'm born in... I was born in Usheng, specifically Rushoga in Chitwe, Rentoa Town Council. I'm also married in Ishaka, which is the same district actually. And I work with Uganda Prison Service, and specifically in the education sector, where we do the rehabilitation of the inmates through giving them formal education and other correctional services. Yes.
When you think about a generous person, who comes to mind?
The person that comes to mind, I'm going to use one. I don't know whether you'll accept that is the one, but Jesus.
Yeah, we want a Ugandan. We want a Ugandan.
Yes.
Because there might be a Muslim listening to us. There might be a but we want people to know that it's someone they know, they can touch, they can feel. Yeah.
Yes. When I think of someone who is a generous, somebody with a generous spirit, I think about our club of Inner Wheel, Kampala Central.
So since we're going to go into that,
Yes.
please tell us what it is. What is Inner Wheel? Are you people bicycle makers?
Yes.
Please tell us what is Inner Wheel?
Inner Wheel generally is international, and it is a group of women, initially women of the Rotarians. Rotarians would always come together way back in Manchester, in the UK, wherever, and then wherever they would be meeting, their wives would be just seated taking some coffee. Rotary being service driven, they also realized that these women could actually make a difference. They could also come up.
Yeah.
So assuming that the wheel, like you see, it is
because the Rotary logo is
yes. So for us, we are the inner, the inner wheel. It's not just the outside. Yes, and basically committed to making a difference in lives, bringing a smile to people through service.
Wow.
We give and we give. That is our responsibility.
Yes. Wow.
Community transformation, bringing a smile on people's faces, supporting specifically the vulnerable groups. We are not giving out just like to the streets and everyone, like whoever you find moving and you give. No, we are targeting the vulnerable.
Okay.
Yes,
and you were telling us one of those targeted communities is prisons.
Yes.
Yes. So please tell us about it.
Yes, there are women, young women and old women who have been convicted and they're in prison. And some of them have ended up there when they're expecting and had their babies while they're in prison.
Yes.
But the care that they get is not the same as one would get when they're out of prison. So remember, these children are being born in prison. So they take the same punishment that the mothers are having. And there's no freedom even for the babies.
Oh, wow.
So what we do is to organize ourselves, contribute resources, mobilize resources through some willing, kind people who can be able to add to what we have, and then buy those requirements that they need. They normally ask for milk for the babies. They need soap, detergent. They need clothing for the babies, even for the mothers. Sugar. Some want even the inside garments, the panties. And several other things. But more so is for the children, because the children need to remain healthy. Recently, we had a call from there, and they're saying somebody had twins, but one of them refused to breastfeed. Why? Because one of the prisoners had come in and was sharing her milk, powdered her milk with the babies. And so when the younger one, the girl, rejected the breast milk. So when she left for her, she was like a child. She was discharged. And so when they remained, the baby girl refused to take milk to suckle. So they made a call to our club and said, Nakato is dying. She's becoming malnourished. We need some milk. We need some help. So again, our president and mobilized until we had some milk prepared, and it was taken to prison for them to be able to do. And it was all joy for the mother.
Wow.
So many others, when you go, they've got testimonies because of what we've been doing. So it's about checking on somebody, giving someone who has no hope completely, and making a difference. So it is out of that, giving from the heart.
Yes.
There's
a friend of mine who, it's interesting, you've spoken about hope. And there's hope. Literally, he calls himself a merchant of hope. That's what he gives. And that's what I'm hearing in the story of the Inner Wheel. So does the Inner Wheel have young people? Because today we are celebrating giving by young people. So are there young Inner Wheelers, or is it open to everybody?
Yes,
it's open to everybody. At the moment, the youngest that we have, I think, is about 25. But I think, like you'd see, some of these clubs, many of them feel like those who go to such clubs are already working, they have got an income, and so they don't know. But giving does not mean that you must have. Even a service can still be counted as giving. It doesn't have to be tangible.
Yes,
Like.
And actually, the international Inner Wheel president, when she was around, she was encouraging us to interest the young people because it would be good for them to understand what Inner Wheel stands for, so that as they grow, they become like living impact driven lives, so that they can also be partakers in this responsibility of giving. So it is one of our plans that we try as much as possible to talk to young people, those in universities, those who the people who have just started working, not to look at it as a club of the old people. And with that, we believe that we will have that continuity all through. They will be knowing that wherever I have gone, I have to make a difference, or I have to look for people who are of like-minded, so that we can work together in all this.
My last question to you guys: who taught you generosity? How did you learn giving? When you look back in your lives,
personally, it was my mother. It was my mother. We grew up in a family. She had produced, 7 children, but our home was always full. It was always full, and would be having people you would never know, the strangers, even people who are not supposed to have those rights, but they would be having, because she would say it is not their fault that they are like that. Give them the best. And growing up, I've seen it inculcated in me that I cannot do without it. Recently, rather some time back, my children were going to visit an auntie, and so I was like, yeah, you can go. No, they said, Mommy, we cannot just go empty-handed. We take like akasano is the flour, and maybe some ghee. So, knowing that you cannot go out to people just empty-handed, but also having the magic eye. I call it the magic eye of many crowds are walking, but there is that magic eye that will see the need. So I keep telling them not to just walk. The Africans call it far.
Yes,
just walk.
I know, right?
No, there is that magic eye. There is that magic ear. So I keep encouraging them that we need to familiarize ourselves with rolling our sleeves. We have the eyes that can see, and we identify ourselves with those who are in need, and our feet should be ready to move into action. So it has been just that history that has inspired me to be part of that.
And you?
It was my mom, of course, from home, but also my dad, because I spent more time at childhood with my dad. And many times he would give you something and ask you, can you give it back to me? And so when you resist, then you say, it's not a good thing not to give. But when you give, next time I'll give you. So it's that kind of reciprocity that you must build. And you must always be cautious of those who are around you to see whether they are also eating. So if you have and they are not, share. Learn to share. But sharing doesn't come from your lips, it has to come from the inside of you.
That inner wheel called the heart.
It gives you whatever you give and makes you feel pain. Like, I've given away my orange, yet I should have had it. Is now the right way of giving. And so out of that, when you look at somebody and you're like, going to eat something, you're like, but does the other one have? And so you are compelled to give. So at school, sometimes we'll do that, and my sister would say, I think you are becoming a daughter. You know, but it's a nice thing. And now with my children, I've always told them, when you give, you get more. Because if you hold everything to you, God has nowhere to add. So give. And when you give, don't complain. Just say thank you, Lord, because I've been able to give. So next time when someone gives, you know it's not for nothing. It's because they have also been given. So giving is a gift.
It is a gift. Ladies, it's been amazing. Thank you for letting us know about the inner wheel and for the amazing work that you are doing and for coming to the Gathering of Givers. As you go out, now my last test. What is the one word of advice you'd give to young givers?
I want to encourage the young givers that a meaningful life is the life of giving. If you want to find purpose in life, it is that life that is shared. So let them keep on keeping on in line with giving. That is the way to go.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, I think mine for the young people is that amidst the many things that they have to do, having a passion to impact a life can only be through giving. So let them not be slow to giving, but give from the bottom of their hearts.
Amen. Thank you, ladies. And thank you our visitors who are here today with us at the Gathering of Givers. Those that are making your way, please hurry up. Base Varika. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jackie.
Celebrating our